How's it going, guys? This is Vaughn, and we're back in American Truck Simulator once again. We've got here the Volvo VNL670. This is version 1.7.4 from Aradeth, however you like to say it. I would like to point out here that this truck was originally done by somebody else. I'm not certain of who the original author is. I'm not sure if it's Martin Ezio or somebody else, but the original author has this same truck up on Steam still, but they are not updating it any longer. So do not go to Steam for this truck. Instead, go to the link in the description, which will take you to SCS forums, where Aradeth basically resurrected this model and got it working again. I believe he only guarantees that it works in like 1.43 or something like that, but I'm here to let you know we're in the 151 public beta and it's still working beautifully. Smooth as glass, no issues. So definitely go and check it out. It's a pretty cool truck. It's, you know, definitely not something that we usually drive. I usually don't drive many Volvos, and I'm more of a fan of the classics. But you know, decided to do this one because it's a cool truck. I do like driving this one, and as you'll see, it's got some nice features on it as well. And also, as you can see behind us, we've got a single insulated trailer. This is just you know, SCS brand. But it does have 4 axles, 2 of which are liftable, as you can see. We'll go ahead and hit our button so we can bring those down. We can drop those 2 axles just like that. That looks pretty cool. Alright, I think we're ready to head into the cab. Here we are. And by the way, that skin on the trailer is from Goggles56 or Dan McNary. That's his old school skin for this SCS insulated trailer. So definitely check that out as well. That is up on Steam. Alright, so one cool thing about this truck is it's got animated parts in here. So you'll basically see the steering wheel come forward and drop down for us to be able to drive the truck, and then you'll see the pop-up GPS as well when I turn it on like this. That's pretty cool. Even though the GPS is a little dark. So just in case that happened, I had a tablet GPS at the ready. Alright, let's get our lights on. You can see our dash light up there, that's pretty cool. And let's get our brake in. Let the air release there. And we're set. So let me tell you where we're at here as we go ahead and take off. We are just outside Sierra Vista, Arizona. We're basically, can't talk, gonna go down to the Walbert, just around the corner, and we'll see what they have for us. Gotta get some speed going up this incline. We got plenty of horsepower, so we're not even worried about it. Nice. Sounded pretty good. As you can see, even with the various interior parts that we've got in this truck, everything is just so incredibly smooth. I think I'm trying to remember, there's different interior options. I want to say that we went with the executive option as far as the trim on the interior and the steering wheel as well. It's a match. So in the last video, man, that blinker is loud, I have to say that. I usually, you know, don't really care about that, but that is a loud blinker. Thank you, Mr. Bus, for giving us some room. It's very rare the AI vehicles actually give you room to do stuff here in this sim. Everything's looking real good. Now we're out here super early in the morning. I think it's just shy of 6 a.m. at the moment. We're gonna head to Walbert and see what they have for us. I'm not sure about the shipment options. We're gonna pretty much find out on the fly as we get over here at this Walbert, see what they have for us. By the way, you just saw the billboard there. That's Team Reforma. Team Reforma does some edits. They mostly deal with Mexico. But they do some edits to Arizona, including where we just drove through, I believe. Some of that you saw there in Sierra Vista was thanks to Team Reforma, if I'm not mistaken. So, gotta shout them out too whenever I get the opportunity. Waiting for our green light here, and then we'll take our turn. There we go. Kind of over revving here. Alright, we're gonna have to take up this lane to give ourselves some room to make this turn. Sorry, car. Back there. But we've got a long trailer and tight room here. Hopefully we can swing it in here. Alright, let's go ahead and see what they have for us here. Excellent. Okay, so they basically have for us here a load going from Sierra Vista to Tucumcari, New Mexico, and that is a load of used packaging. There's UPS getting the work done. It's going to be almost 35,000 pounds of used packaging. So we are going to snag it up. Once we get out on the road, I'm gonna, drive faster and everything. I'm just kind of giving myself time to chat here a little bit. Hopefully this puts us in a decent position. Let's see. Ugh. Don't really have too much room to pull up here because of these pallets. Yeah, we don't want to run into anything. So I'm going to probably do another pull up here once we get some angle on this. So we don't want to hit that Walmart trailer back there. Let's see what we can do here with the minimal amount of room that they give us. Really don't want to hit that trailer back there. I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna kind of overcompensate. Then I'm gonna pull it up again and straighten it out again. Actually didn't overcompensate it by too much. It's already somewhat in the ballpark where we need it. Now we can pull up to the left. And then we'll go straighten it out like that. I should have gone more to the left with the truck, but basically start turning it now. It should more or less go in pretty straight. As long as we're within that white line there, I think we'll be okay. These mirrors are a little deceiving though, because it looks crooked. See in the mirror, it looks like it's crooked, but it's just it's doing that weird fisheye thing on us. I guess we're not gonna let us bump the dock on this one because the light is not green any longer. Now it is. All right, let's get our brake in and let's see if we think we're straight enough. I was pushing it in like an idiot. All right, let's hop out and see how straight we are. Okay, yeah, we're not terrible. I think for some reason any further back I go, it's gonna lose the green and it's not gonna let us load up. So I say we just kind of go with that. We'll accept that. They're okay with it, clearly. They're giving us the green, so they're ready to load us up. Might as well get going. Okay, we are loaded up, and it is now 6 a.m., so I think we are ready to get out on the road. Let's see how it takes off in one high here. Let's get our brakes off. Let's see how it does. Not too bad. I think we can ride it. We should have our flashers on here too. Should have done that from the beginning actually, if we're gonna follow safety procedures. more or less. It is a sim after all, so we don't have to do it, you know, to the T, but it's not a bad idea. There's nobody coming there, so I'm gonna just go through that stop sign. And thanks to Walbert for getting us going here. Alright, let's get the hazards off. And our blinker on. We're going left. Traffic is pouring in from this side. After this white car, I think we're alright. Past that speed bump. Go straight to 3. Alright. We're going to go left here as well. I don't think we go straight. I think we go left. Or do we go straight? Uh-oh. The GPS fooled me. Okay, there's no traffic coming. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna take it. Yep, GPS, or I should say my eyes fooled me. It looked like it was having us turn, but in actuality we had to go straight and then take this turn. Up to 45. Let's get in our right lanes. We're going to be turning. Engine's pretty loud. It's almost drowning out the GPS a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, we can take a right on red, so I'm sure we stop. Okay. Oh, it's green anyway. Cool. That is a yellow Kenworth, if I've ever seen one. Fantastic. We are on the road, headed to Tucumcari. Very cool. I do love this truck, man. It's fun to drive. Again, it's nothing like the usual stuff that we pull. I tend to prefer the the more classics, especially cab overs. I love them cab overs. But this truck isn't bad. It's like the nose isn't too big, and I guess it's also helping that we're sitting up a little higher. But I do have to say this truck's nice. I do love it. It drives real smooth, runs real smooth in the sim. So I'm pretty pleased with it. It's nice to know that somebody, put in the work out there to get it working, and whatever they did a good job, because it's still working all the way, from, like I mentioned, it was either version 143 or 44 that they mentioned that worked last, but it's still going. Even in the beta, all these versions later, it's still working. And doing a heck of a job of it. So definitely got to give props to Aradeth on this truck. I think it works pretty nice. So I wanted to take a little bit of time. First of all, I want to wish you guys a good weekend. You're watching this on Saturday. I'm recording this early Friday, but yeah, I wanted to definitely make sure I say that I hope your weekend is going well so far, and that you've got good plans. If you're doing anything exciting. If you're anywhere near Texas, you know that it's been extremely hot, and we do not turn here. I'm being an idiot. I had it in my mind that we turn right, but I was not at the right spot. Whoops. See, I'm getting distracted over here. I gotta get my driving right. That's the priority here. No left turn ahead. Yeah, well, we don't need to turn left anyway. We need to turn right, because I was an idiot and missed my Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Okay, well actually, this right lane, this turning lane is open pretty much. I think after that white car, we'll be okay. Uh-oh, never mind. Stalled it. Gonna give it more gas, let's go. Ooh, with the yellow, okay, barely made it. Barely made it, but we made it. Sorry about that, guys. I got distracted by my own thoughts. Making sure our windows are up. It's about to get loud on the interstate. Whew, okay. Sorry about that. So let me go ahead and start over, shall we? Let's start over. Let's do this over. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If anything exciting is planned, or if you're just kind of chilling, I do hope that your weekend turns out to be great. And as I was wanting to say, if you're anywhere near Texas, you know that it's been extremely hot. We had like, I want to say 4 or 5 consecutive days where it was over 106. Then a friend of mine sent me a picture of his greenhouse that reached 120. Pretty dang hot. So hopefully you guys are keeping cool and not had any surprises like AC going out or extreme drought, stuff like that. The reason I mention that is that we have my aunt is pretty extensively into gardening, so she knows the struggles of having to be outside watering every day and making sure everything's hydrated, all the plants and flowers and everything, and it's a lot of upkeep, especially during the summer. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. You're not going to get a video tomorrow, most likely. My weekend's probably going to be a little full, but I wanted to make sure that I got a video out today for you and everything. I did want to cover a couple of things. First of all, I always do a horrible job of explaining the gear that I use. I can't even remember the last video I actually went into everything, because I watch, you know, some other YouTubers that record ATS content. They're really good about explaining what they use. So where to start? Basics of it is I've got the Logitech G29 Wheelbase and a Forever Sharp steering wheel attached to it. Still have the buttons from the G29, so the buttons are still functional for the most part. I think a couple of them don't work any longer because they don't have the normal base to attach to, but bumpers still work clearly because I use them for the blinkers, things like that. And this is made possible also by ATSaccessories.com. They provide an adapter that converts the 6-screw, 6-hole setup from the Logitech wheel to a 5-hole for this particular wheel. Now, Forever Sharp does make steering wheels that have 6 holes as well, but I'm not sure if you still need the adapter anyway. I'm not sure if you still need that. I'm pretty sure you do. So you can always check out ATSaccessories.com. Hopefully I don't have to spell it out for you, but I will anyway. ATSaccessories.com. The other thing I've got is the pedals that come with the G29. You can't really see them too well, but they are there. So that's the gas, the brake, and the clutch. And then for the shifter, I've got the regular Logitech G shifter base, and then also from ATSaccessories.com is the extension. You can kind of see it a little bit. Hopefully you can in the camera. Maybe once I move it forward to when I'm shifting, you'll be able to see a little better. And then I've got a Simu-Shift 18-speed shifter that sits on top of the extension. It just screws on, basically. Mine's a little loose because the shifter, you know, it's a off-brand, it's a third-party brand. It's not anything super well made. So the part that actually screws onto the extension is a little bit not proportionately sized to the extension where it's supposed to screw on and everything. There's New Mexico. We've arrived. Where's my horn? There it is. Then I've got a sim panel button box over here. So it's really cool. It's got the window button. It's got the key to turn on the engine. Got the trailer brake and tractor brake that you pull and push. You pull to enable, push to release. It's got plenty of other buttons on there as well. It's got a little CB radio attachment. That's pretty cool. What else here? I've got the GrassMonkey 240 Hertz IR tracker. You don't see it on top of my monitor, but it's a little box that projects the infrared light. And then there's a little piece that attaches to my, I basically have to wear a cap. It could be a dad hat, it could be a baseball cap, whatever you like. But the piece is wireless. It attaches directly to the cap, runs on a battery. Uh-oh. We gotta pull in. Fortunately, it's here on the right side, so we don't have to do any weird crossover. But let's get our engine brake on, because we gotta slow for that. Oh, is there no Jake in this engine? Uh-oh. I guess not. No Jake. Feel kind of naked without one. But some engines, believe it or not, do not have an engine brake, so. We'll just let our retarder do the work of slowing us down. Alright, let's make the state of New Mexico happy. Let's pass inspection. Press enter. 79,348. Wow, that's pretty big. Pretty heavy. Alright, thank you guys. Bye-bye. Oh, let's let Mr. Tanker go here. Try to get up to speed. That's one thing about these weight scales. They don't give you a ton of room to accelerate and build your speed up before getting back on the highway here. But we're trying our best. Hopefully you can see my extension and shifter now. A little bit. Maybe you can get an idea of it. Woo, Mr. Trooper, we cut you close a little bit there. Sorry. Alright, a little slow up here. What's going on? Somebody stopped on the left side there. Is there road work going on? Yeah, there is road work going on. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm talking about the IR tracker. The GrassMonkey IR tracker works really, really well. You can just Google it. It'll take you to their website. It's a very, very minimal setup as far as everything else is concerned. What else here? We've got, for recording the voiceover, I use the Shure SM7B microphone that goes into a Triton preamp that helps clean up the signal and boost the signal by a few decibels to give it a nice, nice crisp tone. I have to do very minimal EQing. I basically just boost up the lows a little bit when I'm editing the videos with the voiceover. And then for the wheel cam, I've got a, I believe it's a 22 millimeter 1.7 aperture lens attached to a Lumix G95. That's what gives it that nice depth of field. So you get like some nice, you know, background blur a little bit. Kind of adds a little bit of, I don't know. It just gives it a nice look, I guess, for the wheel cam that you can see. You know, what's supposed to be the main focus, which is the wheel. It's a wheel cam after all. You can still see a little bit of the background, like you see my shifter a little bit, you can see the sim panel in the back, but the focus is on this, and it kind of blurs out the rest since it's a low aperture lens. And it also works good in low light, with it being low aperture, so if there's times that I'm recording like at night, or, you know, basically the way it is in my room right now, I only have like desk lamps on. I don't have a huge light or like key lights or anything facing. So the lens that I have attached to the wheel cam does a great job of kind of boosting that a little bit. You know, since it's a low aperture lens, it lets in more light. If that makes sense. And that's also what gives it that nice depth of field. So definitely like that. And that's a Lumix brand lens. It's nothing super fancy. I think the lens was like maybe $100. So it works really well with that. And then for the most part, I've got like this monitor in front of me is a Gigabyte 27-inch 1440p 165 hertz monitor. So with it being 27 inches, it's great to be at this distance because I can see everything pretty clearly, but it's not too in your face, like too, you know, where I'm having to sit too close to the screen. Because if I'm sitting too close to the screen, it puts some strain on my eyes. And there's times where I sit here trucking for a good long time. So I like it. It's perfect for the distance and everything. Trying to think of anything else. Oh, for the mount. The mount is a GT Omega Apex stand for the wheel and pedals, and also comes with a shifter attachment. And got a nice convenient cup holder here too. I normally keep my beer in there when I'm driving. I don't drink and drive. Speaking of the sign right there we just passed, I don't drink and drive in real life, but I do when I'm trucking and trucks in. Yeah, that's about everything. Then the other thing I wanted to make sure I covered, which I think I've spent quite a bit, it's talking about gear, is my plans for the channel. I'm wanting to kind of put out some tutorials. I know that YouTube is plenty saturated with tutorials and stuff, but I just kind of want to put my own spin on stuff, and I think it could be fun because I really want to. I mean, the entire purpose of this channel was not to build a business. Like I'm not in this for. Basically, I just like sharing what I like to do. So whenever I showcase mods or whatever, it's because I really, really enjoy what I drive. I enjoy, you know, sharing it with people. So I want people to be able to know. I like drawing as much attention as I can to certain mods because I talk about them, talk about what I appreciate about them, and also my candid thoughts about what I don't really care for about stuff, so that you guys are as educated and edified as possible with each thing. So yeah, that's my whole purpose behind this channel and everything. So the reason I'm wanting to do some tutorials is because I really want people to be able to, you know, come to this channel and be able to get something out of it. I don't want it to just be like, I don't know. I guess I feel like I can do better things with your time than just give you some entertainment to just pass the time. I'd rather you also get to learn stuff. And even though I know that this channel, the stuff that I put out is nothing that hasn't already been done before, I still feel like I can also put my own spin on things to make stuff a little fresh, you know? Like I'll talk about certain things, because believe it or not, one of the things that I really believe in order to be, you know, in order to get good attention on your channel is to stay relevant. So I'm not just, whenever I hop in and I'm driving stuff around, I'm not just talking about any old thing or whatever. I always try to like pimp out stuff like ATS expansion. You know, I work kind of closely with a team that's part of the development for ATS expansion. So, you know, I always try to stay ahead with that, like talk about the beta versions coming out and stuff like that. So I'm talking about stuff that's still relevant, that's still new, that's still coming out, that could still be pertinent to people. There's plenty of people out there, you know, that use ATS expansion and are curious of the new stuff. You know, I'm also driving in the beta version, which is also pretty new. So there's plenty of ways to stay relevant, even when you're covering topics and things that have definitely been around for a while. I mean, this game has been around since 2016, 8 years and counting. So there's plenty of stuff out there already. You know, I'm definitely not saying that my channel is revolutionary or anything. But oh my goodness, okay, we're not going to be able to stop here likely. What is going on, people? Oh, these idiots. Look at this. Got those nice cars, you don't even know how to drive them, man. Look at them backing up into the... You better not hit us. Wow, man. You guys need to go back to driver's ed. Seriously. It's like Goliath Pass here, and then get back to it. Wow, man. That really put a stint in our conversation. Yeah, so I went on kind of a long diatribe about that, but I'm really wanting to do tutorials. I'm really wanting to do, I'm thinking about maybe putting some outro music or something like that. You know, when you're seeing the recommended videos to watch, I always have those, they're called end elements that you can attach. And YouTube does it automatically, which is really cool. Every time you publish a video, one of the tabs that you go through, the little prerequisite information you have to answer before the video is uploaded, is you can add an element to it. And YouTube has it where you can just import it from the last video. And it updates dynamically. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, whenever the video is about to end, you always see, like, you see the channel name come up and you see other videos to check out and everything. YouTube does that automatically for you. Whenever you... Okay, dude, you're driving a little rough here, Mr. Fire Truck. YouTube does that for you automatically. So all you have to do is just tell it, hey, put this end, you know, attach this end element to my video at the very end, and just dynamically go and grab, you know, the latest video and so forth. So YouTube does that for you, and they do a great job of it. But the thing is, where I was going with this, during that period where it's showing the end elements, there's no music or anything going on. It's just kind of like I'm just barely finishing my my spiel about, you know, please subscribe and everything. I hope you guys have a great one. Be safe. That's when those elements come up. So what I'm wanting to do, I'm thinking of trying it out, is to give allocate some time towards the end of the video, at least 20 seconds, because that's as much time that the end elements need at the end of your video. They need 20 seconds in order to display. So if I have a snippet of things, like, you know, a little like outro screen and some outro music, and then the end elements pop up, like I'll leave a little space for the elements to show up, then you'll get a proper outro instead of me just saying, you know, everybody be safe, have a good one, and everything. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm thinking of just trying that out. You may also have noticed that I've kind of switched up the way that I do the actual post, the way it looks. I don't have... Oh, this guy's gonna have to merge, so let's give him some room. I don't have text or logos in the thumbnails anymore, as of my last couple videos. And I don't have a lot of unnecessary, what I think is unnecessary text in the title. I used to be putting, you know, ATS expansion dash, hey, run to Dalhart, Texas dash ATS, or American Truck Sim. YouTube will still read that information if it's in your description. It doesn't have to be in the title. So what this essentially is doing is it's making me choose things that are more informative and meaningful when you have not clicked on the video yet. It's basically making me, you know, say, hey, what can I put on here that would make you want to click on the video? And that's just good practice for any YouTube channel, even those who are wanting to just, you know, share stuff. You know, it's one of the ways that you can really. All right, we're gonna have to. Ooh, oh man, we didn't give ourselves enough time here to. My bad, man. Whew. Not cool. Not cool on my part. Okay, well, fortunately, we weren't going too fast. That's my bad. Let's give him room to back up here. Don't worry, we'll exchange insurance information, and we'll take the bullet for that one. Okay, I don't know where you're going, man. Okay. I guess he wanted to pull back and give me the finger. I just really was getting kind of terrified that we were gonna run out of lane and not be able to move over. That is my bad. Well, just like always, I'm showing you what not to do. Oh, come on. What happened? Shifting wasn't going through there. That is completely my fault. I own up to that one, man. Gotta be more careful. Okay. Wanted to clear that curb there. I'm glad we did that. Yeah, so getting back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by my own ignorance. It's just good practice to give good attention to what you do. Really think about how to draw more attention. And I'm not saying, I don't want it to be confused, I'm not endorsing you to be clickbait. That is something entirely different. Let me explain what clickbaiting is, because there's a lot of folks out there that misuse it and say, oh, somebody put, you know, in their title, you know, something that's just like really, really like just telling you to watch. They're clickbaiting. You know, let me explain what that is. Clickbaiting is when you know, deceptively draw somebody's attention, saying, you know, implying that there's a certain type of something in your video when there is not that. When it is not present in your video, you're just trying to garner attention by promising that there is that thing. It really sounds to me like we have an engine brake on. Is that the case? Do we actually have an engine brake in here? That was kind of weird. So what I'm saying is I do not endorse clickbait. Clickbait is using deception, essentially misleading people into thinking that you have something that's worth their attention, that's like attention grabbing in your video, when you do not have what you're implying that you do. That is what clickbaiting is. To take this a little wider and miss that curve. There we go. So what I'm saying is that it's not a bad idea to give good attention and thought into the way that you know, curate your channel into something that's attention grabbing. It's not a bad idea. It'll get you more views. It'll get you, you know, where you want to go. So, you know, there's a huge difference. There's a huge difference between being sloppy, like just uploading, you know, without giving any attention to anything. You don't edit anything. You don't include a nice thumbnail. You don't present it. You just, it's just like, oh, here you go, as it is, you know. And that's okay if you're doing something like a vlog channel or a reaction channel, and there's not much of a need really to present it well. Even then, I think it's still important, but there's times, what I'm saying is there's times you can get away with it. There's times where you can get away with not presenting it right. But if you want to make a nice looking channel that will get you more views, that will earn you the respect of, you know, being a good quality creator, you have to give some attention to how you design your videos. And that begins even without talking about the content in the video. It begins with how you present them. So what do people see before they even click on the video? Do they see a nice thumbnail and a nice title saying, you know, something really brief but really attention grabbing that isn't clickbait? Or do they see something that's just kind of sloppily put together? You know, and that's not going to really stop them from clicking on it, but it's going to decrease your chances of that happening. Whereas if you give good attention to it and you have a nice thumbnail, it looks presentable, it looks clean, it looks interesting, it looks entertaining, maybe even informative, and then a nice title to complement that. It's a nice, those are some good ingredients for a nice recipe of establishing yourself as somebody who gives good attention to their content. So essentially, what I'm saying is I want to get to that level. I'm not at that level right now. I want to get to that level. That's my inspiration, and that's my way of constantly wanting to improve things. Like I don't want to get stuck in a certain way of doing things and I don't progress past that. I'm naturally inquisitive anyways. You know, I'm always looking into learning new stuff, but especially in this avenue, you can always improve stuff about content. Always. That's you know, pretty much why in my videos I ask for feedback. I ask for, you know, you guys to tell me, did you enjoy the video, did you not, you know, what do you think of this mod, etc., etc. I really want to engage with you guys because I live off of criticism and feedback. Otherwise I don't get better, I don't progress, I don't learn anything. Because I'm never going to see my own content through somebody else's eyes. I'm going to see it the way I see it because I did it. And it's really easy when it's your own content. It's really easy to, you know, get caught in, well, you know, yeah, this is something that I made. I put a lot of passion into it. I know everything that went, you know, behind it. For example, I know that all of the gear that I have here, I purchased myself with my own money. I saved for it. And I can look back at my videos from before with a lot of pride, seeing where I've come since then. I don't look back and say, man, I haven't really learned anything. You know, they're the same videos. I look back and I say, man, look how far I've come since my old stuff. Back when I was still on controller and didn't have the best mic setup either. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud. I have a healthy amount of pride of where I've come, how far I've come since then. And I know that I can only keep getting better. I can only keep improving and going forward. I'm never going to reach a cap where I say, okay, this is the perfect video. I don't have to improve anything ever again. No. So anyway, that's my philosophy about it. That's why you'll occasionally see me change things around, because either I'm just wanting to experiment, keep it fresh for myself, or I'm trying to see what I can learn from other people. Like I'll be watching another YouTuber and I'll go, huh, that looks pretty interesting. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see if this, you know, if this does any better. So like one thing that I've learned, and I always try to see, you know, critique myself. I'm very harsh on myself as far as, you know, sometimes I'll watch a video of mine 10, 15, 20 times. Whoa, that dude's flying, look at that. Because I've realized that the more that I watch it, the more annoying it gets, because I'm picking out, like, the things that are bad about it stick out more and more and more the more that I watch them. The more times that I watch my video, a certain video, the things stick out to me like sore thumbs. So I'm like, man, okay, that's super annoying. I have to remember not to do that. And sometimes I don't learn. Sometimes I repeat things because of the fact that this is a live commentary. As I'm recording this, I don't hop in with a script and give my spiel about it. You know, when I'm talking here, you hear me go and so but because I'm talking off the cuff. That's how you know that it's not rehearsed. And you'll see me make mistakes, and you'll see me, you know, do things that probably most people wouldn't do because this is all off the cuff. I have a basic idea, like a little bit of a topic maybe that I want to discuss, but I don't plan out word for word what I'm going to say. So there's plenty of times when I will forget to, you know, like, oh man, I didn't mention this in this video, or I mentioned this in this video and I shouldn't have, it's too repetitive, things like that. So my point is, with all of this, I'm constantly critiquing myself, constantly looking at things that I can improve. There's times where I get caught up in self-referential, where I'm talking about, you know, wanting this channel to have more purpose, wanting it to be more informative, more so than entertaining. I want it to be informative. I want you to be able to come here and enjoy what you see. You know, I don't come here and talk about things going on in the world. I don't come here and talk about a lot of personal stuff. I do share some personal stuff because I do believe in establishing a little bit of a, you know, kind of a, somewhat of a relationship with my audience. Not overboard. I don't come here and gossip. I don't come here and dump things that I'm going through at the time. I leave all that at the door. But I do come in here and tell you, you know, a little bit about me, about my personal interests, you know, things that I'm, you know, interested in at the time, or things that I'm planning to do that weekend, things like that. I try to keep it light. All right, we're cool. Gotta make sure we yielded there. Really don't want to get in another car accident. I always try to leave with 0 wrecks, but I failed at that today. I really try to do that the best that I can, to just keep everything super light and just be able to give you guys something to look forward to with each video, something interesting. Like, you never know which mod I'm going to cover next. You never know, like, where we're going to go, because it's not, you know, usually most of the time that I say, oh, the next video we're going to do so-and-so, I usually change it anyway. I usually don't even do what I said I was going to do. So not only does it keep it fresh for you, it keeps it fresh for me too. Keeps me interested in it. I think that's why I saw a comment on one of the videos here recently asking me if I would ever do like an owner-operator series. I'm being completely honest with you, I'm not really interested in doing something like that, because it would take away the freshness of it, you know? It'd be like, I don't know, it would just be something, like, there's a difference between doing like a little mini-series of like, doing like the different events that happen in American Truck Sim. Like, we had the little Valentine's event, we've got the, whenever a new state comes out, there's always an event to like do a certain amount of loads from or to that new state, things like that. There's a difference between doing a little mini-series of that versus something that would take a lot of episodes to do. Like an owner-operator series would take a lot of episodes to do. That is something I'm not really interested in because of the fact that it would take away the freshness. I like it that it's different every time. Every video is different. It doesn't ever feel like a continuation. Because then, if people join for the first time on episode 5 or 6, and I'm referencing stuff that happened in the previous episode or all the way back to episode 1, people get lost, and that can be frustrating. I know, because that's happened to me. So I'd rather keep it to where each video is kind of something new, and if anybody happens to join for the first time somewhere, they can feel like, oh, this is cool, you know. Another thing that I've noticed, because I went back and I watched a little bit of my, it really sounds like I'm conceited when I say that I went back and watched one of my own videos. Hopefully you've garnered enough by this point from, you know, my personality and everything, and the way that I talk about my stuff, that I'm not, what do you call it? I'm not, like, I don't worship myself, I guess is the way I'm trying to put this. I don't go back and I say, oh yeah, look at me, man, I'm crushing it. You know, I'm just gonna gloat, you know, sit here and just worship myself. I don't do it for that purpose. I hope that you can understand that. I go back and I critique things. I go back and I look at, you know, what did I do here that clearly worked so well versus a few videos ago that didn't work so well. I'm constantly trying to improve stuff like that. So, getting back to my point, yeah, you're cutting it kind of close there, buddy. I went back and I watched my first video covering the 151 beta, which absolutely blew up. I cannot thank you guys enough for getting that video to over, at the time of recording this, when I checked it, it was like approaching 5.8K views. That's the most views I've ever gotten on any video and on this channel. 5,800 views. I could not thank you guys enough for that. But I went back and I watched like a little bit of it to see, okay, what did I do differently? Uh-oh, we've got bouncing trailers again. Someone's having a little disco over there. Or something else. I don't really want to know. Oh shoot, and we have to go left up here too. After the bridge. Okay, we're gonna have to get past Mr. Bouncing Trailer over here. Nobody's really moving. I have a feeling that he's holding traffic up. It looks like the road does something weird too. Like the road goes lower. Maybe that's why he's stuck. Uh-oh. Oof. Okay, well, we're gonna have to make an executive decision here. Oh, shoot. Stalled it. Okay, we're up on an incline. Let's go starting low. And we'll go up to 2 like this. I think these guys are not wanting to move because of him. Oh my goodness, he's stuck. He's like in the road. Wow. Uh-oh, and he's taking this car with him. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on with the road here, so... let me move past this real quick, and I'll rejoin you once I'm on the other side. Okay, we made it to the other side. We're gonna have to turn right here, so... let's make sure we don't clip our trailer on the sign. I think we'll be good, though. Yeah. I went back and I rewatched that video to kind of see what about it made it blow up, because I'm sure it was just, it happened to be perfect accidental timing, you know, with the beta and everything, because some people were out there covering the beta before, way before me, so I know that I wasn't among the first to do it. Maybe I did put out the video like a day after the beta came out, or maybe 2 days after, actually 2 days after, because I recorded the video a day after the beta came out. Because I wanted to make sure the Snowy Moon was working, and they happened to get a stable release that worked with the beta, which is really cool of them. So I waited for that in order to put a video out. So I wanted the video to look as good as possible, and that's lately has not been happening without Snowy Moon. So I'm sure that it just kind of happened to catch the algorithm just right, and got a ton of views on it, but oh boy. Okay, sorry car, we're gonna have to insert ourselves in front of you because this guy's not slowing down. Alright, now we'll get back over. I noticed that video was shorter than most of the other ones. The titling was very descriptive as far as what it was, because I was like, okay, I'm pretty much certain that nobody really went to the video because it was covering the FLX 359 or the Ruta Lowboy. I'm certain that everybody clicked on it because it said 151 public beta, because it had just come out. Because I've done FLX 359 videos before, I've done Ruta Lowboy videos before, and so has everybody else, you know, that does ATS videos and is into those mods. I'm certainly not the first or the last, or the most popular, etc., etc. So it really got me into thinking, like, hey, I want to try for a while shorter titles and, you know, a nice little thumbnail that complements the title. Or sometimes it can be vice versa. Sometimes the title complements the picture. And so far, I can say I have not seen any particular drop in views since making that adjustment. So I'm thinking of kind of keeping it that way and see if that helps, you know? And, you know, I want to also use this opportunity, since I'm actually coming forward and talking about it, to, you know, say, you know, for you guys watching, new viewers, returning subscribers, or new subscribers, whoever you are, if you feel inclined to, please let me know you know, how you guys feel about it. Let me know. Give me some feedback. Whatever feedback you feel would be helpful. That doesn't have anything to do with what I'm talking about. It can be anything about the channel as a whole, the videos individually, anything and everything. The only thing I will say that I will filter out is anything related to, not anything related to, but people that come to the channel and say that they would rather not have any commentary. Feel free to give me feedback about the stuff I talk about or things like that, you know, something related to the commentary, but this is a commentary channel. So I'm not going to put out anything that's commentary free. You are going to get commentary. That's kind of where I draw the line. Commentary keeps me sane, keeps me engaged with you. It gives me a platform to talk to you guys, to explain what I'm doing, what mods I want to share with you, information about the mods to help educate you guys. If you're like on the fence about a certain mod and I talk about it, maybe you might be able to make a good decision based on that. Whatever information I have for you. There are just more benefits than not to having commentary. So if it's not your thing, I definitely can tell you guys there are plenty of other guys, including people in my channel, in my descriptions, that offer commentary free videos. Feel free to check them out. I mean, check them out anyway. Check them out, you know, because I always share those channels in my descriptions, always. So feel free to check them out regardless. Shoot, man, I'm doing a horrible job at this. Sorry. Let's try to get ourselves going again here. Yeah, feel free to check out those channels anyway, because those are channels that are buddies of mine or are in our Discord that I just like to shout out, just because I also like those channels. So feel free to check them out anyway, but especially if like you want something that's commentary free. If this isn't your thing, feel free to check out, you know, there's plenty of others. But I just kind of want you guys to kind of meet me in the middle about it. Like, this is a commentary channel, so I'm not going to take commentary away from this. Hopefully you guys can, yeah, respect that a little bit. Oh boy, we love this drop. Alright, where are we here? I think we're in the back, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're back there. Can we make this? Going real slow here in case we hit the wall. I think we're fine. Whew, this is gonna be fun. Alright guys, this is gonna be fun. The fun begins now. We went ahead and straightened ourselves out. I cut out a little bit of it so that you don't have to sit through the whole torturous thing. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So what I'm thinking we're gonna have to do here is really curve ourselves. Try to avoid hitting something. But at some point we're gonna have to straighten this truck out. And it's a double whammy that we have such a long truck and trailer combined here. No idea how we're gonna finagle this, but we'll see. See what comes of it, I guess. Yeah, we're already losing a lot of room because of... please don't hit that. It's gonna be close. Cutting it as hard as I can here. Oof. Nope. Stalled it again. This is, I'm not even joking with you, this is a nightmare of a drop. Every time I come here, it's a nightmare. Alright. Hit it again. I don't even know why I'm torturing myself doing it with the mirrors. Ugh. Alright, let's go slow because we're gonna hit it again for sure. Yeah, so we hit the building. That's just gonna be expected, unfortunately. Okay. Just do little pull-ups here and there. Get it straight. Oh, actually need to go this way. This is a workout here, man. Let's get more straight. And these freaking mirrors, too, keep throwing me off. It keeps constantly looking like it's crooked, so I go one direction, and then it corrects itself to where it's straight again, but it looks like it's crooked. Like right there, it looks crooked, but it's probably straight. Straighter than I realize. And I'm still, I know for sure I'm gonna be a little crooked here. In fact, I think I already am too crooked. Yep. Overcompensated again, like an idiot. How about there? Let's just take it straight. Like that. Okay, take it straight. Nope. Alright. How about there? Let's relax for a second. So let's hop out of the truck. Take a look at how straight or crooked we are, and we'll go from there. Okay, I can live with that. If I go any further back, I might hit something. I'm not wanting to risk that. I'm gonna just take the green, and we'll go out on that. What do you say? Whew. Wow. Thank you guys so much. I should really give y'all a reward for sticking this one out because of how long this video was and how miserable that back was. Okay, well, we got an excellent at the end of it. Wrecks and everything. All right, used packaging delivered from Sierra Vista to Tucumcari, New Mexico. 553 miles, 13 hours, 18 minutes, 76.0 gallons. And we got a nice 22,963 from that. And no damage to the, what do you call it? No damage to the truck or anything, so that's good. All right, well, we'll head back in here. That way you can, we'll just kind of sit here and just kind of chat for the last few seconds of this outro. Well, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. I'm not going to hold you hostage any longer. Definitely go check out the truck and the skin as well. I explained that at the beginning. Yeah, guys, I appreciate you watching. Appreciate all of you returning viewers and new viewers, new subscribers, returning subscribers, all of you guys. Shout out also to Hell Creek Trucking in the Ride Along with Goggles Discord. All you guys doing fantastic driving. Appreciate you guys watching as well. Everybody, take it easy, be safe, and have a great one. We'll see you in the next video. And please subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed watching. Feel free to share it with anybody that you think might enjoy it as well. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great one and be safe.